Hello, my dear students. Welcome to your science class. Dear students, in the previous video, we were studying about soil. We have studied what is soil. As I told you, soil forms the topmost layer of the earth. Now, we have also studied what is the composition of soil, how soil is formed, and we have even studied that formation of soil is a slow process. It takes millions of years. And plants, they grow well in soil that is rich in nutrients, and soil is home to large number of insects, small animals, microorganisms. Okay, and humans also use soil. And we have studied about different layers of soil, soil profile and their importance, and types of soil and their properties. Now we will study about the properties of soil. So first property is moisture in soil. Moisture in soil helps to determine the time and the amount of water required for its irrigation. The moisture in a particular soil can be easily estimated by simply looking and feeling it. How we can see that this soil contains moisture, उसके अंदर water है या नहीं है water content, we can just look. तो उसके कलर से पता चल जाता है. जब वो डार्क सा हो रहा होता है तो it shows that moisture is present in the soil. It can also be determined by heating the amount of soil in a test tube. When we heat a small amount of soil in a test tube, the amount of water deposited in the form of small water droplets in the inner side of the test tube will indicate the moisture is present in the soil. Next is percolation rate of water in soil. What is percolation rate? Percolation की definition क्या है? The rate at which water percolates. Percolate means seeps through the soil is called percolation rate. The rate through which the water it percolates through soil depends upon the spaces between the soil particles. कि कितनी size के particles present और कितनी space है उसके अंदर. On the other hand, soil with low percolation rate will hold too much water that can sometimes be harmful for the plants. तो इसलिए percolation rate जो है water का वो कम नहीं होना चाहिए. And soil with high percolation will get drained soon after the irrigation. ठीक है. Now we will do one numerical which is based on the percolation rate, मतलब calculation of the percolation rate of a given particular soil sample. One numerical which is based on rate of percolation. Here you have to calculate rate of percolation. Okay. So for this what we will do, we will be given amount of water and percolation time. By dividing both of these we will get percolation rate. क्योंकि percolation rate को calculate करने का formula होता है amount of water in ml upon percolation time in minutes. तो इसकी unit क्या बन जाएगी? ml per minute time. Okay, so now we are given one numerical here. Razia conducted an experiment in the field related to the rate of percolation. She observed that it took 40 minutes for 200 ml of water to percolate through the soil. कितना टाइम लगा? 40 मिनट्स लगे 200 ml वाटर को सॉइल के अंदर परकोलेट होने में. ओके, एक सॉइल सैंपल के अंदर जो उसने लिया था. वी विल कैलकुलेट द रेट ऑफ परकोलेशन. तो इसमें अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर कितना गिवन है? 200 ml. परकोलेशन टाइम कितना गिवन है? 40 मिनट्स. तो परकोलेशन रेट का फॉर्मूला क्या हो जाएगा? अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर इन ml अपॉन परकोलेशन टाइम इन मिनट्स. तो अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर कितना है? 200 ml अपन को गिवन है, और परकोलेशन टाइम कितना गिवन है? 40 मिनट्स. नाउ व्हेन वी विल डिवाइड व्हाट वी विल गेट? 500 ml per minutes. This is the percolation rate. Next, third property of soil is absorption of water. Okay, the amount of water that can be absorbed by the soil is known as its absorption capacity. And soil that can absorb more water is good for plants as more water will be available to them. Okay, keep in mind there is a difference between percolation rate and absorption. Soil suitability for crops. Now there are different types of crops, they require different types of soil. Okay, as different type of climatic condition is also necessary for the growth of different plants, so like that different types of soil is also required for the growth of different types of plants. First is alluvial soil. Alluvial soil, it is found near streams and rivers, and it is rich in humus, nutrient, and it has good water holding capacity. Next is black soil. Black soil is dark in color. It is rich in calcium, magnesium, potassium, and due to this its color is black. It does not hold too much water, and it is used to cultivate crops like cotton, tobacco, chili, jawar, ragi, because they require less amount of water. Next is red soil. It is rich in iron but has less humus and low water holding capacity. It is used to cultivate various pulses, groundnut, and various seeds. Next is sandy soil. Sandy soil has a few nutrients and poor water holding capacity, and it is however in the areas with sufficient rainfall, coconut, cashew trees can be grown in this soil. Next is soil erosion. What is soil erosion? The gradual removal of fertile topsoil by the action of running water and wind is called soil erosion. जो भी टॉप मोस्ट फर्टाइल लेयर होती है उसका रिमूव होना is known as soil erosion. Now what are the major causes of soil erosion? First is deforestation, means cutting of trees and forest. Next is overgrazing. Overgrazing में क्या होता है? The grazing of animals on the same land over again and again. Okay. Next is improper farming, following improper method of farming. ठीक है. Next is occurrence of natural event. Some natural events like forest fires, floods, heavy rainfall, droughts, they can cause removal of, carrying off the topmost fertile layer. Okay, that leads to soil erosion. Next is consequences of soil erosion. First is desertification. Once the fertile topsoil is lost, जैसे ही एक बार ये fertile topsoil remove हो जाती है, so what happens? The process by which vegetation and soil are lost and land, it turns into barren land. Okay, that is known as desertification. Means nothing can be grown over it. It loses its fertility. Next is loss of cultivable land. As the fertile soil is lost as a result of soil erosion, plants cannot grow well. Okay. Next is increase in floods. Floods भी increase होते हैं. Erosion causes the land to lose its ability to retain water, and this makes flooding more common. Next is effects on water bodies. Soil that is eroded from land, it gets carried by rainwater. Okay, and they settle as a sediment and can change the environment in water body, thus affecting the living organisms. Now, prevention of soil erosion. So how can we prevent soil erosion? First is afforestation, by reducing cutting of plants and trees, and by planting more and more crops, trees. Next is terraced farming. Terrace farming is known as step farming, which controls soil erosions in hilly area. The land is cut into steps. Okay. So next is avoiding overgrazing by the animals. Overgrazing is the causes removal of grass. Okay. Next is building dams and embankments, because constructing dam, it helps in controlling flood and preventing soil erosion. Next is soil pollution. The presence of unwanted chemicals in the soil that can pose a risk to living organisms is known as soil pollution. Means unwanted chemicals का mix होना, pollutants का mix होना soil में, and the excessive use of chemicals leads to soil pollution. Improper disposal of solid waste, acid rain, disposing of non-biodegradable waste materials such as plastics and metals, untreated sewage and wastewater released from the factories can all lead to soil pollution. Next is soil conservation. The practice of protecting soil from getting polluted is known as soil conservation. Soil को protect करना, okay, and it can be done by organic farming, because excessive use of pesticides and fertilizers can lead to soil pollution. Next is proper disposal of solid waste and proper treatment of the industrial waste, and we should not throw chemical waste in the soil. With this, we finish up with our lesson. I hope you have understood the lesson. Thank you.